There we go. What happens when you don't have enough love? You may have parents that don't love you. Maybe there's a lot of you wisdom teethingers out there that may have been passed from family to family, no stable family. You question whether anyone loves you. You may be in your own house and it's a loveless house. That's hard. It affects you. And we're going to talk about some of the ways it affects you today. And as we're talking about them, of course, we're going to explain to you maybe some things that we can do to offset some of that. Let's just get into number one. And number one, how having a life without love, how can it affect you? It can make you angry. Right? You've seen it before. You've really never learned the softer side of humanity, the soft interaction, the patience, the love, the caring, the kindness that goes on with interacting other human beings. And because of that, you just have no patience with anybody's foolishness. You pop off because you're just kind of left to figure out life by yourself. And anger, unfortunately, is one of those instinctual hormones. There's not a lot of thought often that comes with anger. And when you're living in a loving, nurturing environment, you gotta learn how to think. You learn how to not act strictly by instinct. You learn to act because of principle. And when you're in a non-loving environment, a place that there is no love, there's a lack of patience, and you just pop off. Everybody is against you because it's just like that. You didn't have anybody for you when you're young, even now, because you feel as if there's no one for you. Then everybody must be against you, and they deserve to feel all that smoke. Without love, there's anger and hate. Number two, lack of trust. When you don't have a loving environment around you, which nurtures trust. If you're living in a place, okay, you got to believe that the parents are going to bring home some food for you and you're going to eat it. You got to believe when you flick on the light switch, the lights are going to go on. The toilet's going to flush. The food is not going to be poisonous. These are important things to establish trust. And when you live in a non-loving environment, a place that there is no love, then you never learn trust and you're sus. Everybody is sus. Everybody's up to something. Everybody's out to get you because you never saw it before, so it doesn't exist. You can't trust people. People don't show up when they say they're gonna because that's the loveless environment that you've grown up in. Even people that you end up getting a little close to, they almost have to go through a whole like FBI check for you all to be friends. There's these loops and things that they must do in order to gain your trust. And even then, you're suspicious. They ain't call me. What they up to? Who they with? There's a lack of trust. And it even makes you're just ready to cut people off because you're just thinking they're going to betray you. They haven't even done nothing. They did nothing. And you feel that they're going to betray me. Let me cut it off before that even happens. That's what growing up in a loveless environment can do to you. Number three, you can be desperate. This one. Throw yourself at anyone and anything that even looks remotely your way. Anybody that pay no attention to you, you're like, oh my God. You're like You join you join gangs. You now you know. Yeah, you know them people up to no good, but just simply because they said hi to you or seemed like they cared, you're like, okay, good. I'm in. I'm in. I'm there. You get into toxic relationships. You have people beating up on you, cussing you out, and you stay right there because you just never experienced love and you're willing to take it in whatever package it comes in. You join weird organizations and movements that have horrible social impact. You just grab onto anything that just so you can feel that you're a part of something. That family that you didn't have now can be extended to these strange organizations, that people that just stand for weird things, and you're like, okay, good, we're in. They're my people now. You get all clingy, and that's just what you do. Hey, while you're all here, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get Wisdomteethinger moved up the algorithm. Turn on the notifications and like this video. The more you like it, the more people we'll have here on our Wednesday lives. We want to get this message out. We want to get people to know that Wisdomteethinger is here for all teens and 20s. Number 4. You're clingy. I said that a little bit before we went into number 3. You're clingy. Okay, fine. You've gotten past the trust thing and you've decided to get some friends, get some relationships. Some people can't even go to the bathroom, but you're hitching on to their leg, their arm. They can't do nothing. You're checking phones. You're sneaking around the corner. You're like, what is that? A spy. You're like a spy. Anywhere you go, anywhere they go, there you are. You're like watching. Where are they going? Are they gonna go where they said they're gonna go? You're so clingy. If they don't call you at 5, like they said they were gonna call you at 5, it's all crazy. You've lost it because you're afraid of being betrayed. Can't talk to anybody, whoever it is. Even if it's a friend, I'm not even talking like girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend relation. That's not even. It could even be just your friends, your best friend, your BFF. They can't talk to nobody else because this is your love. This is y'all's relationship, and nobody else can get involved because you just get super clingy. And the last one we're going to talk about is depressed. You become deeply sad because you feel unwanted as a person. Love is life-giving. When you're around other people, someone that loves you in a loving, nurturing environment, it just fortifies you. You feel it. And when you don't have it, it can make you sad and depressed and longing for something that your heart really needs. Listen, let me share with y'all real quick. Love. Love is so important. And if you can't get a love from another human being, I want you all to remember that Jesus loves you. Smile, Jesus loves you. And it may seem just weird and strange to try to love a person that you can't even see when there's not a human being that loves you. And sometimes that just boils down to knowing that Jesus does love you. You don't have to live a loveless life. This is the first step to start healing from the absence of love when you really needed it. Okay, everyone. Let me know in the comments section below, what other effects have you seen for not having love? Have you grown up with love? And tell me what you really experienced by having love around you as you're growing up. And if you happen to grow up in an environment where there wasn't loving, let me know in the comments section below all the ways that it's affected you. I named 5 today. I'm sure we could think of countless others. We don't want to be here all day with me talking. You talk to me in the comments section. All right. How's everybody?